Geekology. If you're watching me checking the channel, just 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're
right with you.
we tried to do this in sort of like a really flash way, and
okay, so it says we're live. Hang on, let's check some video footage. Okay, there's a smidge of a delay, but yeah.
Is your audio coming through?
No,
Check the audio. That would help.
Yep, there you go. We're actually
okay.
Okay, so we're good.
Right.
I'm going to turn the audio off now, so we don't have
because it's feedback.
feedback.
Now, I tried to do this in a really, flash, fiddly, using OBS Studio to actually do picture-in-picture. That didn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on a laptop and put it between us here-ish, and maybe bring this down a bit. So yeah, that seems to make sense, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
That makes sense. Honest gov. Verifying the actual video file rather than rely on the internet connection. That seems to make more sense, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to play it both
TV
in front of us and on here.
And there, but we'll have this facing you so that you can see what it is we're reacting to.
Yeah, that would be quite cool.
It's a concept. It's a concept. 2 people are watching, and I'm a bit concerned that one of them might not be me.
Yeah, well, one of them won't be you because that's kind of how it works.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Can stop now. Stop. Why are you playing until you're not to play? Should we kill the audio on this because that will just confuse things completely. Let's bring that down a bit.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
So the world live can see us prattling about with lots of different bits of tech trying to do this.
Trying to do this and not getting very far very fast. No. Whole world of no. I had this all. It worked at my place. Your internet's just crap, isn't it?
That's it. Blame my internet.
I'm blaming your internet. Yeah. Okay, let's put that behind me.
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Sorry.
You're live on YouTube. You know that, right?
Thing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That 2 seconds, full concentration.
I think that's going to go on my lap. Hello, someone's talking. Hello. Yeah.
Who's talking?
I don't know. Is it coming up on the screen you got? I'm not sure.
Right, let me have a look.
I'm going to have to bring this down a bit.
See how well prepared we are on internet?
It was brilliantly prepared.
No, it's not coming up on one, but it's coming up on the phone, so you need to read the phone.
Like, it's too far away.
Well, how can you read it on here?
I don't know.
Presumably there's got to be a bit where we can see what people comment. I don't know. There, you play it. You're the tech geek.
Weird Apple products.
Leave the Apple products alone. They're fine.
There you go.
Yeah, we got right. Okay, so people are saying things.
Dave's here. Who else is here? Dave, Dangerous Dak is here. AJ, remember? Oh, okay. All right. Right, yeah. Hi, Sven. Dave. It's Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
It's Dave. There's a Dave here.
There's a Dave here for Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've hopefully got all tech bits out of the way. Hi, and welcome to Geekology Live.
Yeah, because you all need that, clearly. Or
as I would like to call it, Sven's too lazy to do editing nights, so has a bright idea to go live. Downside is all the real life bloopers. Right, so tonight is going to be us reacting to our very first episode of Geekology, which we filmed over 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So a few things that you should need to know in advance. Sven is already aware of this. The majority of the evening is going to be spent with me going, no. Because it's kind of an interesting thing. When we originally discussed and talked about it, what happened was I was listening to a lot of podcasts from various geek people who I just really enjoyed. And Sven was starting up his business space. Sorry, I went to call it the wrong
Geek-station.
thing. Geek-station, Geek-station, which is an amazing place to buy Transformer bits and pieces. And I said, you know what? We should do a podcast. That would be fun.
Well, bearing in mind we would do, I was planning on format for a long time, and we basically edited the audio format. So
yes, time absolutely does fly. This is true.
Yeah.
So we talked about it, and then Sven went, yeah, we could do a podcast. And I was like, YouTube, lots of people do this stuff on YouTube. Bearing in mind, I'd only ever watched official videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'd not watched many people reviewing things. And Sven, God bless his little cotton socks. You hadn't watched that much either, had you?
No.
So we filmed the first episode having not really watched how other people do YouTube videos. So we had our own idea of how they should be done. And they're not quite the smooth running machine that we have at the moment.
Well, they're certainly not 5 or 10 minutes long, are they?
No.
No,
they're
no
not.
point is that ever going to happen.
Okay, so shall I play this and then?
Yes. Basically, what we're going to try, I'm trying to sync it up. We're going to watch our first ever episode, react to that. That's kind of worrying.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. Can you stop that just a split second?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah.
And again, very late now. Oh, no.
Hi, and welcome to Geekology's unboxing of the UK edition of Star Trek Enterprise.
Who's ringing me? Go away, mother! Decline! Well timed, I don't think.
First of all,
Can you pause that a minute?
consists of... Is it
That's not gonna
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm turning the volume up because I couldn't hear it. If we're reviewing it, it should be a thing. Hang on. Pause. Right. There we go.
Yeah, can you restart?
Restart it. Okay. Hello, internet. Isn't live fun?
Right.
1,
3,
2. Oh yeah, go on then.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, play.
I liked that logo. It was your first attempt at the logo.
Yeah.
Oh, better turn that down a smidge.
Pardon?
I forgot how loud our intro music was.
Yeah. How
There you
deaf
go.
you were.
That's me.
Hi, and welcome to Geek
I liked your first attempt at the logo. It was good.
I don't think that's showing up very well.
Star Trek Enterprise.
No. That's not working. That's
Is that not working?
No, that's not working. Right.
I'll tell you what, let's just watch him. People can hear
Yeah.
his comments on it.
Okay, first of all, the Kre-o range in the UK consists of...
Yeah, turn it
The
up a bit. 'cause
volume.
Now,
The volume was bad.
yeah, well, I didn't mix it very well, did I? Wow.
I'm so glad you didn't have us in HD back then. I hate that you have us in HD now. People do not need to see the
Wasn't it 1080p back
magnificence. It's my second.
Wasn't it 1080p back then?
Might have been actually.
It's 4K or weird.
Yeah.
Actually hit stores in the UK 10 years ago. Well, never been on the shelf.
Can you tell this is unscripted? Can
Very
you?
unscripted.
Yeah.
We should have had editorial meetings, which we never did.
Yeah. That might have helped.
Which is ran by me.
Me.
There you go. You can also find the information for that on Twitter and on Facebook and all those other really internet-y type things. And
Internety type thing.
Internety type
Yeah.
things, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't worry, we're not going to bore you for too long. What we're going to do
Yeah, we are. For about 5 years.
And some of those videos are quite long, Sven.
You think?
Oh yeah. We did
Let's
have
turn
one
that up a little
video.
bit more because
We
we're
had
going to be a
one
lot
video
louder
that
than
was 4 hours long. God, that never got aired.
where we run through what we thought of actually building it. So let's get on with the unboxing.
Let's get on with the unboxing instead of you waffling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unboxing. Why am I looking at the camera like that?
Oh no. I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah, the dog's right.
I would imagine, well, it'll certainly be messed with. CG versions of the main characters and the two specialists that come inside. That's what the standard
Specialists that come inside.
Do you think it's interesting considering UK
What people say.
Happy anniversary. Yay!
Thank you.
It doesn't come with 3 batteries.
Does it?
Yeah. Not included.
Yes,
Not included.
No.
The batteries weren't included, David.
They weren't included.
They weren't included. It was directly in front of you and you didn't read it. What was wrong with it?
Particularly interesting.
You'd have thought I'd have actually read this before
Yeah.
filming, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who are just joining us, we're basically reacting to our first ever episode. So if you want to check that
Oh,
out.
hang on.
Actually safe for kids.
Do you think the Americans have Mexico? Hey!
Some of that's
Probably
taking
they probably
advantage
have
of
Spanish and French on
some
there.
feature.
Actually, wouldn't the Canadians have their
Yeah, basically, instead of having a short video that gets distributed by YouTube, we'd rather have some actual content. There's a thought, content instead of, let's do another top 5.
Remind me, content-wise, how many videos have we got on the channel?
Over 300, well over 300 videos. I feel sorry for anybody finding us
Should
now.
I be secretly proud or ashamed of that? I have over 300 videos on YouTube. I think only porn stars get to say things like that.
Well, I'm not commenting. Okay. Right, so we're now opening up the Kre-o Enterprise with your dodgy knife.
There's some things with internet stars. No.
Internet stars.
No.
Oh. Wait, they won't even let us monetize.
For which I am eternally grateful. Oh, look, so. Oh, God.
By the way, David, you see that big white part? That's not a stand.
No, not
It's
a
not
stand.
a stand.
No.
No. Kre-o.
display stand with the nacelles? I presume this is a display stand.
No, it's not the display stand, David. No. It's a secondary hole, David. Basically.
It was an easy mistake to make.
Yeah.
Apparently, I really like my hands. My hands are pretty. Look at my hands.
You could be a hand model.
I could be. I think I've lost the chat.
Do you have a hand twin?
I think I've lost the chat thing.
No, it's
It's still live.
What did I do? Yeah, we're still live.
You're just in pants.
Now people are watching me fiddle about with this.
Yeah,
live.
being a granddad.
There to the chat thing. Boy.
Techno boy. Right, okay.
Because that was a Showtime show.
Those look awfully not JJ Trek.
Are they not JJ?
JJ Trek to me.
Not JJ Trek.
Not JJ
Not
Trek.
that we've got anything against the Star Wars loving Yum Yum Yum. Yum Yum Yum. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the
There you go.
We'll be
Got
back
anything
to-
planned for a 1,000 sub celebration? If we ever get to 1,000, I'll contemplate it.
Rifles.
Oh, look, it's bits of brewery.
Oh, actually, no. You can't joke like that on the internet.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
An engineering section, don't you?
Kind of glad.
Like a brewery.
Quite a heavy manual.
Proud at the number, ashamed at the content.
Moving from
Yeah. This is terrible.
Evening the
Sven.
media old school. Yeah, no, it's absolutely terrible. I don't.
Why did we choose to show a video of us flicking through the manual and half of my jaw?
Hello, Iso.
Hello.
Can we just repack
This is
it
crap.
so that I don't sound like a...
Yes.
Yes. Why didn't we repack this and refilm it?
To make you look like an idiot.
Well, some of the feedback.
So don't forget, you didn't even think we were doing like bloopers, did you?
Thank you, Ian, for coming up to me at a convention going, I love the bloopers, they're the best bits. He didn't tell me. I did not. I don't watch these videos.
Has anybody asked for an autograph at a con? I've had worse. I've had someone come up to me in the street and ask for a photograph with me.
Yeah, I've had
Wow.
photos in the street from the same guy on a different day.
Yeah. Question from Rich UK. Would you guys say you're still grounded now that you're internet stars? Yes.
Grounded.
Because we don't see ourselves as internet stars, and grounded is probably the only place I can be
Don't
with
you have
this
to
amount of weight
actually
I'm
be an
carrying.
internet star before somebody thinks you're an internet?
Yeah.
Good.
Amazing, that's even better. Well, yes.
It's almost got a hollow.
Yeah. Right,
This is-
I'll leave you with that for the moment. Let's have a
Okay,
look at
I
this.
get to babysit this.
Oh boy.
This is shockingly bad.
See, I was going to say rip off, but it's not actually true.
We are so much better than this now. I'm so...
Reimagining it.
Some people would disagree.
Compare
Okay,
this
so
to the Mega Blocks Enterprise video.
Yes. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a slight difference.
It's like a smidge of a difference.
that's plastic. So what we'll do
Plus
now
it
is
took
we'll
you a
switch
week
over
to build that.
the,
That's not a bird of prey. It's a little fighter
Hey,
trap.
you're live on the internet.
I'm
Stop
so
texting.
sorry. I'm so
Stop texting.
Yeah.
Rude.
Okay, so we'll switch over to
Hello. Someone else messaged you.
photos and we will continue chatting.
Right, what we got
No,
there?
it's just an amazing. That's even better from the AJ number.
Oh,
There's plenty of Amiga people kicking around. Got the Amiga people. Amiga.
okay. Okay. So now we've, for some inexplicable reason, gone over to photographs of. Oh, Sven. Oh, this.
Dave's just mentioned that the Mega Blocks video is probably not to build it.
Say again. Mega Blocks. What?
The Mega Blocks Enterprise video probably not to build this one because it took 6 days for you to build yours.
Oh no, Bill! It was a. Hang on.
What was I thinking with this piece of music?
I have no idea it's like. Hang on. Okay, who is it that said
Dave.
Oh,
Dave said it. That's better.
Dave, build the Mega Blocks one. It's a beautiful experience. Have a few drinks laid out. It's great. Make sure you got enough room to do it over a week. Yeah. Oh, we've got a comment.
Lights off and rave. Yeah.
Yeah, why? Okay, Edity Sven, why is there a massive volume jump between the music and the fucking dialogue?
I didn't know what it was doing.
Okay,
So much has changed.
actually, to be fair, the way you did the photos back then, I mean, that looks awesome. That not so much. What's going on with the music right now? Seriously, oh,
It's
Sven.
time to have a heart attack.
Sven. Oh, at 45. What was I doing with the camera? Why is the camera at that angle?
Your usual photography capabilities. Your framing's a little off there,
That's,
Dave.
that, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Box of spare. We
Is
know
Is that a Muppets thing?
Here's Muppets Breakfast Bomb, 1979.
Yeah, using that for Kre-o bricks.
That was a beautiful bowl, man. I like that bowl. It's gutted. I microwaved it by mistake. Destroyed it. I can't get another one. I've looked everywhere.
That's not
as
how you
well.
make frog spawn.
I've looked everywhere. I cannot find another one of those. It's a shame. I really love it. Okay, Sven, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
My camera is in the background of this shot. What the hell are we filming on?
That's a good question.
Is this is on that little video
that
camera?
my little video
This is
camera?
on your little video camera.
Is that
This
why
was-
it's so grainy and crap?
That's why the audio's weird. That's why we switched over to mine.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. My God, is there still people watching this?
There's me doing the old exit. How did people watch these videos with the glare of my forehead and then the reflection of yours?
I'm not sure.
Because that camera angle makes both of us look really
Yeah.
bad. Oh, we got another bad thing.
Is that why it's grainy and crap?
Yes.
What's with the past tense?
Rude! Oh! I got a point.
Dave! What's with the past tense? It was a perfectly good two-parter. That's what's with it.
Two-parter, is it on about your haircut?
It's Dax in pyjamas. It's fine. Or at least everybody thought they were pyjamas. Ah! Yeah. What are you saying was big and heavy?
Lego.
Oh, you know what? I
For some reason, I'm trying to compare that crap with Lego.
Not the best move.
No.
Even in my late 30s.
Late 30s. Remember
Late
those days?
30s.
Remember those days, do you know?
So it's kind of like 4 or 5
I've still got that shirt.
Yes, but now it wraps around part of you.
£400. That must be really heavy Lego.
Eve Killer 66 says, "Oh my God, yes, I finally get to speak to you guys. Hi.
Hello. Hello. Okay, I have an important, very important question here.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's been
Why the hell am I letting you drink from a Generations Petrograph cup? They're like 80 quid a pop. Why were we drinking out of those?
I don't know, Dave. I was given a mug of tea.
I
drank the mug of
I
tea.
don't know why we're drinking out of those. Those should have been on display. Look, there's a gap in the display cabinet behind. They should not have come out of that cabinet. No.
This is not the first thing I thought you'd come up with watching this video, Dave.
I'm trying to distract myself away from the rest of the video. No wonder people think we filmed this in my nan's house. You can see dragons and cups and plates. And,
Isn't
oh
it?
God, the back. We need to start filming in a different room in this house.
Cool. Eve Killer. Oh, God,
Somebody
that's a
very
bit-
kindly
Yeah,
said.
basically said, being a sub of yours now since the start of the Starship Collection videos. That's almost 5 years ago. Loved every single one, and have your videos on my second screen as soon as they come out. Just call me Eve. Okay.
Hello, Eve.
Hello, Eve.
Glad to hear you like the reviews. And if you disagree with any of our reviews, please leave comments in the section below.
Or
We'd
indeed,
love
if
to-
you agree with them, that's
Well,
fine
yeah.
too. We allow people to agree.
We
with
do
us.
allow people to
Yeah,
agree with
it's
it.
just
It just
not
doesn't
many of
happen
them.
very often. It's just so rare.
Oh, I tend to. Yes, I know.
Oh, bloody
I do
hell.
reply to them.
Sven,
Yes.
it only took 20 odd minutes for you to cram Transformers into this conversation.
What, by putting a T-shirt on?
No, into the actual conversation.
Dave says, yeah, I started catching your videos, I think, around Enterprise E, the Vorchart era of Star Trek, the official Starships collection.
Oh, we were getting better at doing them by that stage.
What index in the video are you at, trying to sink into your watching? Do you want to pause a second?
Okay, alright, we'll pause.
We'll pause.
We're real close to the... Oh, I thought we were close to the end.
No,
We're
we're
nowhere
not.
near
We're
it.
not.
15 minutes and 12 seconds.
seconds.
So we'll give you a second.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Do, do, do,
Ding,
do,
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 do, do, do, do, do.
50 minutes and 12 seconds, start again.
There we go.
There we go. Right.
So you're still going to...
Oh god! So I started queuing us out doing the exiting part of the video,
Halfway through.
and then we carried on for another 15
minutes.
Yeah, you were never good at taking hints, Sven. That was a hint. Kill this damn thing.
Just be glad it was only a 30-minute video.
I mean, in all
Well,
fairness,
yeah.
Chibi Trek.
Chibi Trek.
The angle that this is at, combined with just
Yeah.
oh
Wow.
no, just no. Why?
You know it's not...
I tell you what, I honestly think the only reason we carried on for the entire of the first season is because we weren't really paying attention to the videos
Anything?
once they got, yeah,
Anything.
yeah. We were just filming them for the fun of filming them.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good job because if I'd have actually watched this after we'd have done it, we would have not. I'd have knocked this on the head from this. This one would have been enough for me to say we can't do this.
Eve basically said, the only thing I would suggest is when you have pictures of what you're reviewing, increase your lighting a bit and maybe a white background, something as simple as a white card. Or maybe, a photography tent. I'll just need to bring the
Yeah,
photography tent
no,
around.
I bought a new one.
Have you?
Yeah,
Right,
we got
right.
a massive one on arrival.
Because it kind of looks a bit silly when I'm doing the unboxing in a photography tent and we come around here and yours is on a tiled thing.
Well, it's chilled. We're chilled. It's chilled.
We're totally unprofessional. I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of it. This is great plus. No, honestly,
are you drinking fake Baileys again? Maybe. Okay. No.
seriously, Sven, if I'd have actually watched this video when we filmed them.
We'd have refilmed it.
We'd have refilmed it because I wouldn't have let this go out.
Right.
Bad guy shit.
You didn't watch the entire first season until someone told you.
I was halfway through the second season before somebody told me.
It was like, by the way, you might want to watch the bloopers at the end of the episode. Does this one have bloopers? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I hope not. I don't think so. It looks like you included them.
That's quite cool.
The Mad Dwarfer says, "Hi guys, just want to say I've immensely enjoyed your videos for years now. Thank you. Love the outtakes too."
Yeah, lots of
keep
people
up the good work.
like the outtake.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They put the cool little hinge.
Did either of you guys get a chance to watch the Toys That Made Us Trek episode? Considering it went live this morning.
No, I've not had a chance to see that one
Any
yet.
comments on that? If so, if not, maybe a watch and review of it. Would like to get your thoughts.
Looking forward to seeing it. Haven't
Yeah.
had a chance yet.
There's a Transformers one in that season as well. There's a Transformers and a Star Trek one went live this morning. So that's going to have to be done. Rich UK, yeah. Rich UK, do you guys ever fight? Yes.
Yeah. It's funny things though, because people when they see me and him fight, it's we're just very passionate about our things, and when we disagree with each other, we know that we can't really offend the other one, so we will really go quite far when we're passionate about it. But actually, fight, we've only ever had one fight, and that was it. So I think we're doing pretty well for all these years.
Yeah, fair enough.
We do, but you know what it is? Unlike, for some reason, too many people, we know when to just agree to disagree and step away from something.
Yeah.
Because me and him disagree on shed loads of stuff, but we both know when to step away.
Eve says, I'm guessing you don't have time sadly, but do you ever play Star Trek Online?
I haven't played it. I played it religiously for the first 6 months when the game first came out.
On the PC?
On the PC, and I've not played it since. But I've been told that it's out on the Xbox, so I will get around to replaying that
Well,
again.
I must admit, I'm trying to get hold of...
You've got a VR thing.
I'm going to get the VR game at some point.
Yeah.
Because now I did next gen content, so you can play it with the Galaxy Pass.
Cool.
So I'm like, suddenly it's a lot
We're
more
still
interesting.
whittering on
on,
about this thing. Why? How long does it take to go bing bing, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool? Why was this so bad, Sven?
Because we're playing with it.
Okay, alright, yeah, I suppose that's
And the ship.
that's what she proclaimer.
Tis what she proclaimeth.
Tis what she
proclaimeth.
tis.
If you're going to quote stuff, will you please get it right? Tad, a little bit.
Smidge. Do I have to?
Please.
Make some more bloopers. Should I go and get... This is on display in a case in my bedroom. I could get this ship down, we could re-review it. Should we just re-review this ship?
Eve says it's now fully up to date on Xbox Star Trek Online, with returning actors from Voyager, but on 5th of June they're uniting DS9 actors along with a playable Dominion faction.
Ooh. You're the secret star of the show, aren't you?
So secret, you're not on camera half the time.
Go on.
I might as well talk for a
Might
second.
as well talk for a second.
Dave talking?
No.
Talking too much? Never. This doesn't occur.
Oh, God, this is so bad.
We ought to react to another one afterwards. I just got to figure out which
Why?
one.
What was our second video? I don't even know.
Metroplex, I think.
Oh, we're not doing that one. It's the next Trek video after that.
Well, are you playing this from a playlist or?
No, I just
No,
went
just-
to the... I'll bring it up on the phone.
Old Score Joypad says, congratulations gentlemen on 5 years. Sven, what's your thoughts on third-party masterpiece? You don't want to know.
You don't. Seriously,
really don't want to
please
know.
don't get him started
No.
on that.
No, I'm afraid I'm Takar and Hasbro only. I don't particularly go anywhere near anything else.
I, on the other hand,
unless it's an add-on kit.
I, on the other hand, am very liberal when it comes to third-party bits and pieces, depending on what fandom it is.
Knockoffs!
I have no problem with knockoffs if they are charging knockoff prices. I only have problems with knockoffs when they're trying to charge stupid money.
all the money's going to
Or the money's going to something dodgy.
Eve says they've also updated Gemheart Dial ships to the 25th century, 2410, and a lot more purple. And if you guys review ships, I can see you doing a lot of reviews of Star Trek Online ships. I would very much watch that.
Oh, okay. Okay, you know what, guys?
You know what's funny is that Star Trek Online ships might be coming into the Star Trek collection as bonus specials. So
I can guarantee, and this is a live announcement new to the world, he doesn't know this, we are going to review Star Trek Online ships after we have finished the Eagle Moss collection.
okay, well, it's a good job they're coming in as part of the Eagle Moss collection then as bonuses.
I figured we'd do like 1 or 2 videos after, but yeah, because when those Eagle Moss ships run out, we're gonna need something.
You're
Trek to go on
assuming
there.
one that they'll ever run out,
They'll run out. They're definitely gonna.
but then they're going to move on because Discovery will then keep going, won't it?
I'm not subscribing to the Discovery ones.
No, yeah,
They're too
too much money.
They're too big, too expensive. I need.
But
money out of space.
apparently there's now a license with Eagle Moss so they can do standard size version of the stuff from the new films.
Okay, that'll go.
That long. So yeah.
We got another comment. Why am I still prattling around with this ship?
I don't know. Is Dave going to get the Eagle Moss busts? That's a small. It's a head and
I know
shoulders,
what a
Dave.
bust is.
Not what you're thinking. It's
I
an
didn't
actual-
know Eagle Moss were releasing the bus. I know they did the trial run.
No, they didn't do a trial run yet. They basically asked.
Oh no,
questions.
it's the minifigures.
No, it was they did a
They
survey.
they did figures, not busts. They actually did figures. They did 4 of them.
When?
There was a card of war for Borg Queen or something else. Same as they did
Eagle
with the
Moss?
ships. Yeah, Eagle Moss. did
When was
that.
that?
3-4 years ago, something like that.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did.
Am I getting the busts? Undecided at this time.
The first one's Kirk.
We'll definitely get the first one to review.
Okay. Hey guys, Samuel Cockings from Trek Yards. Just watched your episode on Alice Emmett. It was funny to watch. Good noticing the lack of red-green blinkies. Haha, keep up the goof work. Good work, I think he means. Okay. Okay, when you do the Eagle Moss Enterprise F from STO, maybe you should do a spin-off and start doing the ships in the game on Xbox. Sounds like a plan, Eve? Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Richie and Kate, are the guys looking forward to a particular model ship that's coming out?
Space Dock!
In a shock move,
Yeah,
Space Dock.
shock moves.
Because we need a Space Dock. Don't we, Dave? We need a Space Dock. We need a Space Dock.
I wish we could pan round to what we can see right now because this is adorable. No, he's moved.
About the figures, Dave's right, I have an Archer one. They were a while ago before STSS. So it might have been quite a bit before that because I'm not aware of them. But then again, we might
They're alright. I'll sort you out a set. They're alright.
You're alright. It's not a ship. I'm not interested.
Yeah, we got a comment.
We got another comment. Okay. If there were Star Trek Transformers crossover toys, would you get them? Yes, I would have got them because they were supposed to come out.
They
And
were
then they got
meant
canned.
to come out. They got cancelled. There was 4 originally planned.
Yep. I think it was 4, maybe even more.
Why did that get kibosh? It was a movie came out, didn't it?
It's
Kibosh
because
it.
the Kre-o ships didn't do anything.
Yes, they were planned after the Kre-o.
Yeah, because Kre-o is, of course, Hasbro. Hasbro had the master toy license for Star Trek 2009 and in Stardust, and then did nothing with it.
If I
They
remember
got it after
correctly,
Playmates had it for the original film.
if I remember correctly, there was a pitch meeting. It was agreed. There was artwork made up, but no prototypes were made up. It was artwork only. I don't think they got past that stage.
I think they might have sort of like rigged something up with a couple of the Star Wars Transformers and put a saucer section on it or something. Which would already now look at it go,
I offered a lot of money for the prototype, and nothing ever came back to me. So I'm assuming that we didn't get past it.
Can you guys, Eve? Can you guys have a quick look at the STO ship called the Avenger class and have your first look opinion? Okay.
We'll Google it in a few minutes. Because we're still going on about this Kre-o ship.
Darth Vader in Star Wars Transformers. Darth Vader actually got released 3 times. There was him and his own ship. him as the sorry, yes, his own TIE fighter with the angle things, a TIE bomber, he turned into the Death Star, didn't he?
Death Star.
And a Star Destroyer.
Yeah. The Star Destroyer was awesome.
Yes, and there was of course the Millennium
got the
Falcon
Death Star
that
one.
split into Chewie
That
and
thing
Han,
was
which is terrible.
Ridiculously bad. Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
It's funny that you mention that. I sorted that out the other day because I was going to donate it to charity. So.
Yeah, they could have written that.
They're reissuing it.
Or maybe two
Why?
days if
Mr. Kre-o went, that's a good idea for someone to reissue this year.
Ooh. Okay, we've got another one.
to take that section.
Dave, do you guys have any more Did You Know Weird Stuff episodes planned?
Yes.
Yes. Exalted David's absurdly eclectic collection. Say that 10 times fast. Absurdly eclectic collection. Absurdly eclectic collection. Absurdly eclectic collection. Absurdly eclectic
The
collection.
next episode, we've got 2 episodes actually. The next one we've got coming up for weird stuff is the very, very, very unbelievably rare 2009 shoes.
Shoes.
Shoes. We've got shoes.
I think you find we actually have a couple of Transformers radios as well.
No, I said we're ready to film. You've already edited that, haven't you?
No, we haven't done it yet. We haven't recorded it, you muppet.
The radio, we did the radio.
The
thing came
radio,
out the back and-
not the radios, which we mentioned in that video saying it would be coming.
Okay, he's got that one. I've got a Trek one. We also had that really big piece of good news this week. But is that gonna go out as for weird stuff, or is that gonna go out as a standard?
What good piece?
The really big Trek thing.
Oh, the big Trek thing. That would be a standard episode. That's not weird stuff, is it? Is it? It's not really weird.
It's not really weird.
It's not really
Shoes are weird.
Shoes are weird.
Shoes are weird.
Definitely weird.
Female first officer. And you have the
Thoughts on the new Masterpiece Optimus Prime? It's going to be cartoon accurate. I'm not going to be the first in the queue to get it. What's your next Transformers review? That's a very good question. I think Megatron might be next in the queue. We haven't recorded it yet, but after some books, I'm not going to count it. But yeah, we've got Masterpiece Megatron and Masterpiece Shockwave coming up, which is rather embarrassingly timed because they've just announced comic/original toy accurate versions of those. Of course, I've got the normal ones. Go. Yes, don't forget Twitter and Facebook. YouTube here, yes, yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe
on YouTube and hit that.
If you haven't subscribed, get on with it.
This is. Why did people bother watching our videos after this? Because I'm not sure. Oh, thank God for posting by. I don't know why I'm looking for the control. I'm doing it on my phone. This is.
How do you guys feel about tabletop RPG games for the 2 awesome Star Trek ones, Attack Wing and Star Trek Adventures? We're quite aware. He likes tabletop. I can't stand them. I used to work for Geek-station. Let's put it like that.
I'm a big board game enthusiast.
I'm not.
I actually have I say I have all of them. I'm missing a big chunk of the Attack Wing fleets of ships. I sadly don't get much of a chance to play them. However, we have a weird stuff coming up where he is going to play a Star Trek board game with me. That's going to be good. You are? Okay, I know how to entice you with this. We are playing with Enterprise A's.
Okay.
There you go.
Refit Constitution classes, you've won me over.
There we go.
Okay, right. Is cartoon accurate versus OG accurate for tier toys? Is a preference for you, Sven? As a fan of the cartoon first back in the day, so I leaned to cartoon accurate. Yes, because I came to Transformers from, well, the first thing I had Transformers was Optimus, the original toy. Then I went to the comics. Cartoon was much, much later for me, because here in the UK it was all botched up and shown really badly, and the first time I actually got into the cartoon series as such, in a way, was the 1986 film, which I still cry at.
He does. And having seen it.
Experience BIJ. I'm not entirely sure I want to know what that means. Okay, Dave, what are you doing? Okay, right. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, let's ignore the two letters B and J that appear to have appeared in the chat. Shall we find another episode to watch to react to?
Oh, do we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right,
Let's do that.
Let's have a. Let me look. Have a gander through.
The Star Trek VHS game. Oh, good. No.
What about it?
Which one?
What about it?
The one that was Garon but wasn't Garon.
No. What's the question?
I don't know.
about the
It's just
game?
basically, did you experience it? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Been there, done that.
Still got it.
Good lord.
Oh, for
Played it.
anybody.
Did we play that at a convention?
For anybody that's ever offered the Star Trek board game with the video in it, purchase the game. There is an app coming out. It should be in the next 6 months, might be 10 months. There's some copyright issues. Basically, some very clever bunnies have done an app for phone and tablet that is the board game video.
Okay.
So you can do the whole thing.
I'd imagine Paramount probably throwing the toys out the pram as well.
However, if you have an issue with that, you can look on YouTube, and the entire of the video footage is on YouTube, and you can play the game that way. So I strongly recommend anybody that doesn't have that in their collection, they should definitely get that.
Eve says, if you enjoy tabletop games, have a look at Star Wars Armada. I'm going to do a tournament game tomorrow. If I had a look at Star Wars Armada,
okay.
I might melt all the pieces.
It's okay. It's okay.
Who looks at TC?
Right, so we have the Kre-o Bird of Prey.
Get to the Starship collection
hang
stuff.
on. How about episode 3? Diamond Select, the Wrath of Khan.
Let's go to the Starships collection.
I'm not even sure when we started the Starships.
I think we briefly looked at issue 1, but we then did a wrap up of issues 1 to 5.
Do I need to go to the playlist to find it, or is it?
Yeah, look at the first series
playlist.
Dave asks, did you hear that McFarlane have cancelled the Star Trek Discovery phaser?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the hell? I heard
from you, Dave.
There? That's very strange. Yeah, we got a notification. Pre-orders have now been cancelled. You are?
Yeah, I had a look.
Not happy.
Big Bad Toy Store is not the first place I would go to for news about stuff, but it's also disappeared completely off the McFarlane website, which is a little worrying. Right, okay. Rich UK says, guys, if there was one Star Trek actor you would want to meet, who would it be?
I've met.
You've done it.
I've not met some of the Discovery cast.
Or any of the Discovery cast.
Any of the Discovery cast.
Yeah, that needs sorting. I met Frakes. He actually turned up in the UK one year. That's a little bit evil, because the problem is he keeps getting pulled in by CBS. The moment he goes, I'm going to a convention that's not official, CBS go, shockingly, we've just found some work for you to do that weekend. Swear that's done on purpose. AJ member asks, who owes the most points for mobile interruptions? Though it might be a while since you mentioned that. Yes. So I keep forgetting.
By a mile. Oh, he owes me. I could actually drown in the amount of drinks he owes me.
You don't need help getting drunk. Anyway, I
do need help getting drunk. Anybody meets me at an event and wants to buy me a beer, well, not beer, I don't drink beer, but an Alco Pop, I'm totally...
Mine's a full fat, fully sugar taxed Coke then.
Yeah, he likes the sugar taxed Coke.
For those of you watching from the States, yes, we have a sugar tax.
We have tax on sugar.
High five for the no drinking. Totally, Eve.
Hey, I've got nothing against teetotalers. I was a teetotaler for a couple of years.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say a couple of minutes then.
I was a teetotaler for a couple of years.
Can you find that?
I'm trying to find the friggin' episode. You
have
play with it.
The Google foo of a fish.
Sorry, the internet is a lot like women for me. I prefer hands-on experience.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, do you wish there was a blooper button now, bitch?
Wow.
We got.
I hate this app on Apple.
I don't like it much either.
Eve says, I'm 21, never drunk in my life, hate the stuff and it saves so much money. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, but hate,
Dangerous
that's a broad spectrum of
Dave
hate
says-
stuff. Alcohol comes in many wonderful
Dave
forms.
says, thank God people on Tumblr don't watch you guys. Yeah, it's a good job that Tumblr account isn't working anymore.
Why?
I used to post all the episodes onto Tumblr. Don't do that.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Don't do
I don't. Yeah, but I don't know what you're on about. What are you on about? Why?
It's a blogging site, basically. It's a micro blog site.
Right.
So just a whole world of no. Have a look up Tumblr, look at some stuff, come away and think, oh, I'm never going there again.
I thought Tumblr was just a variation on like Pinterest.
No.
Okay. See, I know Pinterest.
Do you?
Yeah, loads of people keep going, I want one of these. They never actually made them, and then I take a photo of it going, this.
Can you remember the Avenger class on Star Trek Online?
Yes.
Because it's ringing a big
No, I
bell with
remember
me.
the Avenger Clash.
I hate Apple products.
Right, dismiss. There you go.
David's whole likes internet like women. Don't worry, don't. Yeah. You need to watch that shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Watch that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know I'm a dinosaur from a very different era.
Right, that'll do. It's a Starships video.
It's a Starship
subscription.
video.
6 to 9. That'll do.
6 to 9. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a lovely one. Okay.
69.
Good evening and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
Do you want to look up the Avenger?
And tonight's
Class
episode
from
we're
Star
going to
Trek
be doing an overview of
And not
the
Astar
Star
or
Trek
Remote.
official Starships collection. Oh, that's a magazine. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many of these we record.
You have no idea, boy.
Yeah,
Boy,
no,
you have no idea how many times you are going to say that.
Old Squad Joypad asks, there was talk of Shout Factory releasing the G1 cartoon, including the Japanese G1 cartoon on Blu-ray. Have you heard of any plans for similar releases here in Europe? Not a sausage.
Not a dicky bird.
If it does get done by Shout Factory, I would be very interested in the output of that, because I'll have to go back and reshoot the whole thing, because I'm not sure it was. I don't think they filmed it properly like that. If it's in a state that it can be released in high definition, that would be quite cool. I already have all the original series and the Japanese series on DVD. In fact, if you get the British main releases of the UK releases of the G1 cartoon, the main releases that were done by Metrodome, I'm afraid I'm on them. Sorry. AJ member, have you any model of other ships from different series? I have a few of the Mass Effect ones, which are quite nice. You've got bits, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got Johnny Lightning, I've got the Diamond Select.
No, other
Playmates.
series. Not Trek.
Oh, well, the shows. Oh, yeah, I've got a handful of different spaceships and different things.
I mean, I've got...
Not vast quantities.
Yeah, my collection is basically Star Trek and Transformers anyway.
Oh!
So. Katinga class.
On the other hand,
What?
that's a company.
Yeah, we went through a phase of talking over the pictures.
And I really hate this, us sitting opposite each other to discuss stuff. That was a bad idea. I'm
The
glad
cinema
we
suggested we didn't do that.
Who?
The cinema. One of the feedback we had from someone at the cinema was that stop facing each other and face the camera instead. So we did. Rich UK says, your overall thoughts on Star Trek Discovery?
Woohoo!
Ooh, yeah, it's okay. It's possibly one of the better first series.
I wouldn't say it's okay. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, okay. Well,
I mean, I'm not going to start
beg to
saying
differ, but okay.
Discovery. I'm enjoying it.
It's all right. For me, it's all right. It's certainly not the
There are other shows I've enjoyed less.
Laser Fingers. See, we're fully interactive, Laser Fingers. Right, what are we reviewing here? We've got... Oh God, the Excelsior. Or is it the Enterprise B? Yeah, Excelsior class. Yeah. How glad was everyone that they didn't mess with the Enterprise too much? I was quite happy with that, to be fair. It could get a refit before. It's had a refit since the cage. It can get another refit before we hit Kirk. So yeah, that's fine. Don't know where you're from with that. Yes, I agree. Maybe they're testing holy struts. go faster holes in this job. I can fly a shuttle through that. No, it's making the ship too big that worries me, because the Enterprise is double the size it was in the original series, isn't it? So it's like, but that might all survive, because, you know, see what it looks like in the beginning of season 2.
It's not part of the phase array, it's not part of the standard assembly, but
Oh, good God, right, Voyager.
large sections of this where they really could have picked out detail and they just haven't.
They didn't pick out the detail, did they, Dave?
And also, I don't like them so
Rude!
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
You will be. Everybody's going to take the mick out of you.
Oh,
Take the
everybody
mick out
can
of
ta- Everybody
Dave.
can take the mick out of me. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, that's a ship that doesn't need to be seen on a TV as big as this.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, probably.
God, the picture quality between pictures and video footage are shocking.
Yep.
Hello.
They generally are anyway, to be fair.
Has it increased since we went to HD? Is it better now?
That is HD, dude. It's just that...
Since you went to 4K, is it better with 4K? Oh, look in the background. Look, top left hand corner, a petrograph sweet dish with the.
You were supposed to be looking at that Avenger class.
Oh, the Avenger class. Sorry.
No, it wasn't the Avenger class we were responding to. It was that revolting Excelsior that was on screen. Oh no! That was the Voyager. That was the Eagle Moss Voyager. We were like, don't need to see it that close up. There's too many errors with it.
Star Trek Avenger. Yeah, we've seen the Avenger class. We know the Avenger class.
Show me because you don't remember. Remember, brain
Yeah,
doesn't
you
work.
do. You know the Avenger class. Yeah.
So,
Memory doesn't work. Remember that.
Yeah, give me a second.
ship I was really looking
That one.
forward to.
Oh, it's a Vesta gone mental.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ones with the really dark paint
I
jobs.
feel let down
Okay.
because
Prefer the Vesta, to
there's
be
a
fair,
lot
but yeah.
of-
Yeah, my only issue with that is the crossbar across the
You mean the others? That's the Sovereign class that had the crossbar put on.
no, the crossbar over the nacelle, the wraparound on the
Plus the drum scoop.
Buzzer Ramsky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's my only issue with it.
Yeah, Eve says.
God,
fair.
this video is horrendous.
There's a lot of voyages.
Another one where look, you can see my face but not my head, where we can see way too much of Sven.
Well, you definitely can't blame me for that because that was most definitely you doing the video reveal at that point. And how many times have I called you going, Dave,
So
what the hell are you
glad-
doing, Dave?
So glad we don't do this style.
Akira of the Wind. Hello. Seeing how Diamond Select have gone silent on the Star Trek front, they're still supposed to be bringing
They
out
are meant
the
to be bringing
Reliant.
stuff out, yeah. Which, by the way, if the Reliant is anywhere near as good as their rethink on the Romulan Bird of Prey, we're in for a good time.
Yeah. Who would you like to see produce ships at a comparable size and price?
McFarlane.
Assuming they still have any kind of license because he's not looking too
McFarlane. Oh, and what's that other company? McFarlane.
Someone who can do electronics that don't kill themselves immediately.
Yeah.
Eve says, go on then, the ship I use in STO is the Presidio class. Try that. Look at the Presidio class.
Yeah, do you want to spell it?
Rich says, are Diamond Selects still around? In
Yes.
a way, yeah, just
Yeah.
not. They're not trekking too much.
Sven, there is a keyboard. Enjoy. Yeah, asking dyslexic people to spell names of weird ships. Oh, you had all sorts of stuff drop on your thing.
Yes, I have comments dropping into my lap. AJ member says, my favourite EM models so far have been the Prometheus and the Steam Runner. Fair enough. And you got sent two of the Steam Runners by Estes and Tony Ames part. I always wish that they hadn't mixed up the Steam Runner and the Akira
Yeah, that was weird.
and stuff like that, because I swear, was it Akira? What was the USS?
It's on the wall there. I can't remember.
Too far away. The Thunderchild should have been the Steam Runner class, frankly, because that would have made sense, because the broad world. Which have been your favourites of the EM models so far?
This blue plastic that they're using for it just for me.
Oh, my opinions on them change frequently, but I'd still say the Tri-Nacelle Enterprise, but the Japanese second release. Top shelf 14.
You mean the shady? Are you talking about the shady?
Shady
Price?
price?
That's not. One, it's not Japanese. It's Chinese. Two, it was technically would have been the first release, not the second one.
No, second release, the Chinese one.
That was the prototype.
First release.
Is it a perspex they use it, or is it
But it was just it was never technically released.
Yeah, no, that's in China.
That's why it's shady.
Shady.
Tad shady. Which I completely understand. I still love the. I just had it in my head. The name of the ship was in my head. And it just dropped out of it. Nemesis, the Romulan warbird.
Oh!
Valdor type warbird. I do like that. It was green. It was not a hero ship.
No.
Therefore, it was awesome.
No, it's stupid. It doesn't even like your shape.
Um,
That's not even like your shape. That's a few shapes.
What's my favourite Federation Star
You know
ship?
what I wish I had right now? That triangle.
Considering they screwed up both the refit 1701 and the 1701A to the point where they annoyed me, it's going to have to be.
Okay, now the thing
It's
is.
the D. To be fair, that issue 1 was though. let's just mention with that I got the first run D from 2012,
Yeah, I
which
like
has the
that one.
individual
That one was
picked out.
Yeah.
Individually picked out lifeboats, so that was a bit different.
That is terrible. Yeah.
I agree with the Romulan Bird of Prey Day. That was a stunning model. Yeah.
Incredibly well done. The back fin as the key control for it is genius.
Rich says your views on the Eagle Moss XL ships and their, dare I say it, the incoming Enterprise A.
Okay, I cannot comment on those because I've never actually seen one in the flesh. I read the horrific reviews, I saw the price and went, no. We will be doing a review of all of them when we can pick them up dirt cheap off eBay.
Did you get the Presidio class up? Because I put the thing in and we were waiting for it to load. As far as the XL ships are concerned, I haven't seen...
Oh, you know what, I do know this one.
With the XL ships, every time I've seen someone doing images of all the way around it. Oh, okay. Presidio glasses, okay.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
They're actually...
Every time I've seen...
It's again with that. I didn't like the way they did the split nacelles. I feel there should have been a thicker joint. But
Anyway, back to the XLs and Eagle Moss ships. After the cock up that was the bottom of the Enterprise D, because what was going on with the paintwork around the captain's yacht is beyond me. So no, and the fact that detailing didn't seem to have been increased from the small release. The original Enterprise from the original series again didn't seem to be in advance.
I want an original series, and I want a Voyager, and I will want an A.
Voyager's quite well done, but it's still got.
It's got
misaligned
misalignment
windows
issues.
and various things. The A, it looks.
What are we doing?
I don't know. The A looks terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, the sauce is completely wrong shape, other than being round. But the actual no, it's doing something weird to get no. And as for the decals on the edge of the saucer, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Yes, the Presidio class, interesting ship, as you say. The breach in the the cut in
the gap between the two.
scoops and
Mind you, you're not a big fan of 4 nacelle ships anyway.
4 nacelles is fine.
That one's
1 or
before.
3, that's dodgy.
But that one's before. So
It's fine. Don't have a huge problem with it. But it's difficult.
Jesus.
It's difficult for anything to compare with the refit, the TMP
Why?
refit Enterprise with me.
What? When did we? I don't remember.
Look at
the background.
Yeah, we did for a little while. The USS Defiant is amazing backwards decal on the one side.
I did not need to see those ships at that sort of.
No.
No.
AJ member says Eagle Moss quality seems like a crapshoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
When they get
as
things
much-
right, they get it right. When they get things wrong, it's a bit, what the hell?
I'd like to say this, from their worst ship to their best ship. As much as I might hate or love one, and there's quite a few that I'm not fond of, they're amazing value for money.
Well, you're still paying £10 a ship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. So 10 quid a ship can't really moan, to be fair. So how do you feel like, because AJ Remember says he's glad he cherry picked. How do you feel about subscribing? Because you subscribe at £10 a ship, I think you're more than happy, aren't you?
Oh, I'm still very happy.
I don't subscribe anymore because
You
I ran
cherry
out,
pick.
I cherry pick now, but I was running out of room and money. So.
Yeah. I live on my own. I cleared a room in. Well, actually, it's in this room. You can't see. Actually, pan the camera. Oh, we'll scare people. They can see.
If you want to unclip it.
Oh, okay. All right. Hang on. Actually, I'll pick. Okay, guys, this is what the Eagle Moss collection looks like.
This is what it feels
So
like when you have
far.
VR.
There you go, guys. That's what the Eagle Moss collection looks like so far. I don't know if I've got that back right. That was a bad move. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a good move.
Hello, Val.
There you go.
Will you do a best of masterpiece video? We'd love to see a best masterpiece Transformers in one video.
Best of masterpiece.
We will now.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What do you think? Top 5? Yeah. Wow. And it's still going. You'll run out of wall. Yeah, you have run out of wall.
I have run out of
It's
wall.
starting going
It goes
above
over.
here
It goes
now.
over the mantle for
Good
specials.
Lord! I have an XCV 330 above my head.
Yeah. Don't break wind, it will drop.
I've already had an Enterprise hit me on the head in a video. Thanks.
Yeah. Still not replace that dragon. He beheaded a dragon. See, that still looks good blown up.
Yeah. And it did get blown up.
Yeah.
It literally looks like it's just been glued on. They have just glued on extra bits to the D, essentially. And it looks.
We haven't got the Shady Prize yet to go. Oh, actually, this knockoff, which wasn't, is actually better. Oh, another message. Dave, what are your thoughts on the sneak peek of the season 2 Discovery uniforms? Oh.
Okay. My thought on it is that I was so excited that I got myself an Anavos Classic Trek.
That's illegal.
Yeah, I got that
That
excited.
went well, didn't it?
Yeah.
That really went well.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, we'll not go there.
It hangs in front of my treadmill that I run on nightly in the vague hope that by 50 I'll squeeze into the deck.
To be fair,
They are not forgiving uniforms.
That behind the scenes trailer they did.
It's
was
awesome.
Quite intriguing. I love that image of you seeing Pike and then the very tall thin guy in blue next to him who you can't quite see the ears of.
Yeah.
Wonder who that is.
Oh.
Whoa, Jody. Anyway, right.
Anyway.
Sorry for that.
Did they change? Was it the fourth?
No, we've run out of questions. Okay.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Let's watch this video.
This is an hour 10, so we'll watch the end of this, and then I think we'll kill this as the interesting experiment it has been.
So, any questions? Do it quickly. Do it quickly. You won't be getting any bloopers for this.
That's what she said.
'Tis what she proclaimeth.
Oh, God.
It's got no stand.
Subscribe to special.
Look, 3/4 my face. This is just. Oh. Go on.
It's quite a benefit.
Cheeky fuck.
Demo. Possibly controversial, but have you seen the Orville and what do you think of it?
Like the Orville. It's next gen with hookers and blackjack.
Aren't you quoted?
I'm quoting him. Okay. He wanted to make Star Trek with hookers and blackjack. So
It took me 4 attempts to get through the first episode without wanting to throw things through the window. How is your health, Sven? All the best. It's still attached. Look, I have a leg. There is a leg. It hurts, but
Sven,
it's there.
Sven,
Yeah.
he's not a Transformers fan. He's referring to your mental health.
Be in a situation where you're going to have to display it.
We're going to get letters for that.
We'll get letters for that.
It's kind of working. Knee aches every single day. Ankle aches every single day. But still building up the muscle. My legs are completely different sizes still.
If it makes you feel any better, I try and convince him that this is what I feel like whenever we're doing masterpiece videos, but he doesn't believe me.
What's your favourite video that you've done?
Looks different to the rest of the match. You should have had a little clip.
Now, I know what you're going to pick because you get. I'll be honest, I've only seen a small portion of the videos that we've ever done.
Were you there?
But my favourite one ever was a Christmas. It was an end of Christmas wrap up. It might have actually been the first season. And we decided that we wanted to do it in one take.
Was that 47 takes of just that?
We wanted to do it in one take with no editing, and we were giggling and we were laughing. It was just it was a really nice evening, but it got horrendously out of control.
Yeah.
We had a stupid amount of takes.
So I'm probably thinking.
It's a bloody pony!
Yeah, I knew that was going to be your favourite. Is that actually your favourite? There's got to be one that you prefer.
I don't remember them very well.
Yeah, you remember that one very
That I
well.
remember because I have to trot it out so often.
Yeah.
For the hilarity.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen
But the
My-
Christmas wrap up, the
My
Christmas
Little
wrap up
Geek-
video.
the My Little Geekology video, which was a
Did you do bloopers for that?
yes, there was a second video which was just the bloopers, which was longer than the first episode.
No.
Because neither of us could actually keep a straight face. So what's our favourite video we've done? So you've gone with
I've gone with the Christmas wrap up,
Yeah.
just because it was great.
Of all the things, I mean, to be honest, I think it's actually the blooper reel from the pony episode.
The blooper reel from the pony episode.
Yeah, that's hilarious. What are your thoughts on the? So this is Kira Win. What are your thoughts on the quantum mechanics, Twok, Kirk, and Spock?
Big thumbs up.
Yeah, you'd
Big
be all
thumbs
over
up.
those.
I was all over those.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
gorgeous.
the moments.
Absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Because the Kirk and Spock from the original series were really well done.
Oh, phenomenal.
Really well done.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were really nice. And should the company wish to give me a set of them, I'd be incredibly grateful.
Damon West, I quite enjoyed the Orville. Yeah.
So it's a roundabout web. I always say whatever floats your boat, as long as it doesn't sink mine, it's all good.
Valentine says the Riker Red Alert video was the best.
Riker Red Alert.
I think he means the Transformers one where we started it off with going shields up. And then
Red Alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do love that joke.
Yeah, and then we had to have a scrolly text thing because our video didn't work. Probably going to be Dinobot Hunt, simply because Soundwave got to show off how he was the best commander of the Decepticons. And there was more Autobot casualties in that than anything, which just proves that Soundwave can take command. Crisis of the Commander is quite good as well, where you found out that Prowl has a completely different view of the war to Jazz, and you have that massive argument between Prowl and Jazz, which is awesomely done.
Purely, I wanted a base. Yes.
Dave says, "Oh my God, I blocked that one out of my memory." I think he means the pony.
Yeah.
It's a bloody pony.
Maybe.
No. And a lot of people, I don't know how people got hold of it.
AJ member says, "You seem to banter a fair bit discussing ships and background during Starship videos." To be fair,
That's just me and him talking
the
normally.
entire series, the entire of Geekology is pretty much you getting to see what we talk about anyway.
These videos are actually tamer than what me and him are real in like when we're not being filmed, purely because this stuff gets held against me.
In the court of law.
Yeah. I am not. The thing is, I, as an individual, I'm not ageist, I'm not sexist, I drink, I chat, I chill, I enjoy life. My mouth and my brain have a very different idea of what it thinks are funny and acceptable to say. Yeah, those don't work well on the internet.
We do have to cut out quite a lot.
Yes.
But for those of you who've never watched the bloopers at the end of the episodes, don't miss the bloopers at the end of the episode. You'll have a credit sequence, then you'll have the bloopers,
We did one
and
video,
then you'll have the closing.
we did one video, and he said something. I can't remember what it was, but I do remember that it meant that 25 minutes of video footage had to be edited out of me. Just,
Yep.
woo! Yeah.
Regards Eagle Moss, what's your theory on the ongoing window misalignment syndrome? I think the theory is basically they're trying to put out these videos, money, they're trying to put out these things for £10 a piece. And they've got cheap labour to do it.
You know what? Again, with you can complain about them as much as you like. 10 quid a pop.
Yeah.
Just.
So then again, in the States, they're like $23 a unit now.
That's a shame for the American
sorry.
market.
Not a lot we can do about it from here. But we are taking the mick on the whole. The subscription is still a tenner.
Yeah.
Top situation. Dave says that's the beauty of it, the fact that we're basically it's a window into us discussing this stuff. So basically once a week I would come around and we would have a chat and stuff about this. You would be seeing that.
There'd be a little box, and inside the box would be, guess what I bought on eBay this week.
That's what you're getting to see.
Yeah. It's just now we put it on film.
Yeah.
We added structure to our random chats is what we actually did. Yeah, do you remember my ex-wife was not a great fan of you coming round and us chatting bollocks, so we invented a marvellous way for you to do that.
Are there any Cassetticons left for Master Picture release, or do we have them all for Soundwave and the Soundbass reincarnation?
There's two, isn't there?
Well, there's Beastbox and Squawk Talk. There's Overkill and Slugfest.
So 4 more.
4 more. I hope to God we get around to the Autobots at some point, because there's 4 Dino cassettes that were released only in Japan, and even the Kre-os are going for £400 a piece these days. Kre-o! So, being as we've had Night Stalker, that means we're going to be getting Steeljaw, which means we're going to be getting Blaster, which means we're going to be getting all the Autobot sets at some point. Rain Dance, Grand Slam, Rewind Eject, Steeljaw, Ramborn,
I didn't realise he
Dial
was.
Noisy, Graphian.
I didn't realise he was a Snoopy fan.
You know what it is? I rip these things apart.
Because he made you go, Mama, Mama.
AJ Member says, yeah, it's the best bit. The bloopers.
The bloopers.
I think I comment on the videos that I most wish for a more niche audience, I guess, yeah. Data Slam says, are you guys... Hi, Data Slam, another new person. Are you guys all in on the upcoming Discovery line from Eagle Moss? Those new designs look awesome in my honest opinion. I have the Shepherd class on pre-order. I'm a little miffed that they've altered the release schedule so that the third issue is the Shepherd class instead of the Bird of Prey after I cancelled it. So I might have actually got the
I'd
third
have got
issue.
I'd got the third issue if I'd known that.
Having said that, being as they're £35 on the web store and £30 as part of the subscription, and often along comes an offer which drops the web store price below the subscription price.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep it that way.
But with the new subscription gifts, it's going to be...
Yeah.
So swings and roundabouts, because I want that Mirror Universe
There is
Shenzhen.
no universe where I'm going to want any of those Klingon vessels.
I agree, but I really want that Mirror Universe Shenzhen.
It'll be on eBay.
I know.
They'll put it on the store eventually.
If they put it on the store, I'll totally get it. I'm cherry picking for the Discovery ones because I don't want the Klingon ones.
The Shepherd classes look quite nice, to be fair.
That's not me being funny against the Klingon. I don't think they're particularly well designed ships, so I don't like them.
Right, another new person, Cyber Raven. What ships were there? I hope you all subscribed.
Yeah, I hope you've all
Get
subscribed.
subscribing if you haven't.
Oh, and if you have, make sure you hit that bell.
Yes. Yeah, hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell end. Cyber asks, what ships would you really like to see in the Eagle Moss collection in the future? Oh, can we actually see a refit that's done correctly?
I'd like to see the battle damaged Voyager. Sorry, the
warship.
I'd like to see the warship Voyager.
I think they're doing all of them, to be fair.
I'd like to see the warship Voyager, and I'd like to see Year of Hell Voyager.
It's going to happen. You've got your concept Voyager as well.
Got concept Voyager.
One adventure as well. What else would I like to really see in the Eagle Moss collection? The Narada's not going to happen.
No.
I've already said that that's not going to happen. So I'm trying to think.
They've pretty much got everything planned out now. There is not much left.
I'd quite like to see a Wyvern class. It's never going to happen, but I'd quite like to see a Wyvern class. It's the ninth refit of the Constitution class, whereas ships I've redesigned for Space Docker, like the 10th version.
That's never going to happen.
Never going to happen. I'd quite like an upgraded Space Dock as well. But we'll see how that
Yeah, Space Dock.
The Space Dock needs to happen. We need.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to be really funny. I know it's not a starship, but I'd like to see the Argus array.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd like to see the. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But I'd quite like as an excuse to redo the refit from TMP is to have dry dock for the refit. Dry dock for the refit.
And then we have it properly done, hopefully with the right paint scheme. I'm hoping of that.
My brain's gone numb.
Sorry, I've been in the house too.
No, it's not that. Eagle Moss. Have you already had the Dreadnought?
Narrow it down.
No, it was a Voyager ship called the Dreadnought.
That, no, we haven't.
Dreadnought. I'd like to see Dreadnought.
Star Beast, I hope I'm saying that correctly. How do you guys feel about the Quentin Tarantino possibly doing a Star Trek film?
I would have absolutely loved for him to do it, although it's not looking likely that he will.
What?
There's some sexual controversy around him.
Yeah.
It's not him personally, but a friend who he stuck up for and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Personally, I hope that all that gets left behind and we can step forward. And personally, I would love to see
Star Trek 4 and Star Trek 5 are both in production. So if the second one is the Tarantino film, fair enough. If they've got Patrick Stewart in for it, if he's remaking Yesterday's
The thing
Enterprise,
is, he has never shied away from the fact that he's a Star Trek fan, and that he put quotes in. I think 90% of his movies have Star Trek quotes in them. So much so that the opening of Kill Bill 2 said, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." An old Klingon proverb. If that doesn't tell you that the man is a Star Trek fan,
he said at one point that he wanted to do a feature-length version of Yesterday's Enterprise. So if that happens, I'm not going to complain. Okay. Sorry for the many questions. You're fine. That's what we're here for. We were supposed to be reacting to stuff, but this is far more fun. To be fair.
Yeah.
Are you bothered by the Miles O'Brien ranking debacle, or is it a non-issue?
Yeah, don't care.
I want to know what he did to get reduced in rank so often. It's like, Miles, what are you doing? To be honest, I'm not really.
I was never bothered.
No, I think that's more a costuming department. Just don't know what they're doing. I mean, yeah.
And the actor not pulling
it's
up.
nice the fact that he was in Encounter at Farpoint all the way through to the end of Deep Space Nine as the same character.
The thing is, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
so,
fantastic.
Yeah. And a nice guy. I've met him a couple of times.
Dave
Really
says,
nice.
I've got a Narada, a couple of them fast, in fact, which has been 3D printed. I really need to finalise the design changes for Space Dock Birmingham because I want 3D printed that. And as well as the ships, the 8 ships, which are like Mark 10 versions of Constitution.
Yeah, I've seen his work. It's lovely. Facebook.
Yeah. Dave says, I want to read on Enterprise C. Well, one that is actually
Well,
Enterprise
one
C,
that
would be
has
quite
impulse engines.
an impulse engine and actually the right shape, the right bottom, so on and so forth. That would be quite helpful.
Yeah.
Considering it was based on the Yamaguchi and not the Enterprise C. Replacing Excelsior, because they cocked that up as well. And Negvar, because they really cocked that up.
No more Excelsiors. I don't care. Don't
Melt them down. Are they planning a Vija? They were at one point. I don't know if they still are.
It depends. Would it be the base Vija? Would it be how?
Well, they could do a Voyager 6, and they could have Vija as in
Vija? Yeah, I suppose they could do the base of the
bulgy bit in the middle.
platform. I suppose they could do the base of the platform and then have that.
Yeah. And poorly constructed.
Dave says Star Trek 4 and 5 in production. Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
There was a trilogy in production for CBS AA2 season 2 of Discovery. Is this the best time for Trek since like 1995? Yes. If there is in fact a second CBS and third CBS AA,
We could be seeing
production going on.
a renaissance.
I want to know why Frakes has pulled out the Destination Star Trek
Filming.
in the autumn. Yeah, filming what?
It'll have to be a movie if it's recording in autumn.
Well, I'm thinking, has he been given the reins on a Star Trek project? Because that would be awesome. If he's been given the reins of a TV Star Trek project, I ain't going to be complaining.
Can we mute this?
Pardon?
Can we mute this? Because it's
Turn it down a bit, at least.
kind of pointless.
Yeah. Data Slam says, I want to see Franz Joseph inspired Eagle Moss releases, TOS, Federation class, Dreadnought, Hermes class, Destroyer, etc.
Oh, a Hermes class. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
to be honest,
he's on the geekier side of geek. I
to
like
be honest,
it.
if they would, if Eagle Moss think there's a business proposition
They'll go.
to do those
They'll
as
go
bonus
there.
specials, they will go
Yeah.
there. But we'll see. Dave says, "Oh, thanks. I think that's about you. Your 3D stuff is fantastic.
It is.
Mate.
It really is.
Really
I must
impressive.
confess, there's a couple of bits I'd quite like, but I'm trying to be good.
Yeah. Ben says, Dave says, Ben said he would do Vija, but he thinks nobody knows what it would look like.
It would
was
be
on
the
displays.
base. It would be the base level, which would be.
What are you
a
thinking of a
hexagon,
Vija?
And then it would be the original.
You're thinking of the actual Voyager 6 model.
Yeah. What
Right,
else could it
whereas
be?
I'm thinking.
Are you thinking the cloud?
No, I'm thinking what was in the cloud on the readouts, which was that sort of like multi-faceted shape thing with a bulge in the middle, and then it goes off again.
No.
You know.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. Nobody's going to go for that.
There is a lot of artwork at the centre of the ship cloud, but yeah, it's a die-hard fan thing. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'd still want it.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe they could do two.
Valentine says, Michael Dorn has been talking about a Worf movie for years and years, and a TV
Never
show.
going to happen.
Not going to happen. Do you think he's been blocked by studios? No,
No,
I think he's been
no.
blocked by it being a bad idea.
No, I think it's one. A few of the actors over the years have voiced their opinions about having their own show. One of my favourite is George Takei, because George Takei is fantastic. He's a
Night of the
lovely guy.
Lions would have been awesome.
The idea that he wanted to have the Excelsior show is great, and then he was actually one of the first people to band around the concept of Starfleet Academy as an independent show, but he was doing Classic Academy, and then people sort of ran with it, but thought it was going to be the next generation version of the Academy, and it never happened. So yeah,
it did.
it's
It
one
was
of
called
those.
Star Trek 2009
Well, yeah, but
because that was on the cards for decades.
that's it. That's it. Yes, but no.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Wolf. I mean, that was what pretty much the last season of DS9 was anyway. So
I would have liked to have seen the Troys.
I think maybe they could give him a film, but not like a motion picture, just like a made for TV, 2-episode special.
I still want Countdown to be done.
I think there should
somehow.
be a 2-episode special for Days.
If they could do but if they could do a Countdown, if they could do Countdown,
Countdown
as a
would be
TV
good.
show,
Yeah,
a TV movie,
I'd definitely see that.
that'd be quite cool. But it's whether we can. How do we do it now when we've lost Leonard?
Oh, it's doable.
So,
CG,
yeah.
it's doable.
Dave says the Franz Joseph stuff is highly likely for the main collection, in my honest opinion.
Well, it would be great to see.
Thanks to being on screen for half a second in Star Trek 3. Was it? I think it was Star Trek 3, wasn't it?
Three.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah, but we're running out of issues. I mean, if they do stop at 160, there's possibly things that are more important to put in than that. But I think once the main line stops, they'll probably still keep doing bonus specials for years.
They could do them for donkeys, yeah.
Yeah, because as gifts, I mean, just release 3 over Christmas and they're laughing.
Actually, do you
Look
know
what
this is
happened
going to
with the
sound
Titan
really
and the Aftertime.
really horrendous? But I would probably buy one, a Christmas edition of the Enterprise. I'd buy a Christmas edition.
What would you Christmas it with?
They just recolour it. They do it in Christmas colours. You do it in red, green, and yeah, they do it. They've done it with other ships.
Oh my!
Well, I say other ships. They've done it with other franchises.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Eve says, "What's your guys' opinion on the future of the Kelvin timeline?" We could do whatever we like, but
The Kelvin timeline.
yeah,
It's dead, Jim.
why is it dead? There's 2 full movies coming.
No, but it's dead from the concept of how JJ was doing it. It's going to fall more in line with the third film was very, very what I consider to be Star Trek.
Yeah,
I should imagine that.
which is probably what
I should imagine 4 and 5 will be back to being sort of mainstream what we consider Star Trek today.
Because Beyond didn't take enough money, which is insane. I've never understood that. There we go. Yeah, I've got a feeling we'll see. Well, the one they've got to work out what they're going to do with Chekhov, put him on Reliant, that'll be fine. But it depends. I mean, Beyond didn't take enough money. If Star Trek
Beyond, hang on. To be fair, Beyond still took a disgusting amount of money. It's just nowhere near what they thought it was going to take.
Well,
It still made money. It made money.
Not enough. It didn't take enough money, I believe, to.
They spent a small fortune on it, and not enough on advertising in the right way.
Yeah, but the advertising costs they did incur tipped it over the balance, and I don't think it actually made money in the end. Annoyingly. But it's all.
But
we're never going to see the
figures.
anyway. Never going to see the figures anyway. The actual figures. Dave Sam says, "Are you guys familiar with the Mazo Okazaki Starfleet Museum? Some of his designs have been featured on Trek novels. Very cool pre-TOS design. I'm not. Are you?
I've seen pictures, but more than that I couldn't tell you. And even then, not all of them."
Dave says, well, with the end of the Wolf 359 ships, we've got a few DS9 kit bashes of Frankenstein fleet, and that's basically
I think there might actually still be some Battle of Wolf 359 ships left.
No, we're pretty much done.
I thought there was still 2 or 3.
I think we've got the Melbourne to come with its weird nacelle thing going on. Maybe one of them. I think we could see some stupid obscure Fed stuff that was technically on screen just to keep the human alien combo of shipments. Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got a feeling we'll probably see repaints more, potentially. We've just got to be careful of people going, actually, I will buy all 12 Constitution classes.
Okay, I would, but that's beside the point.
Do you think there will ever be a motion picture featuring the Discovery? Not unless the rights get merged back together again.
No.
If the rights get merged, then
no,
yes.
I don't think so. I think Discovery's...
Do 7 seasons, do a film to tie it up,
Nah.
or do a film to cross over into TOS.
I don't see it.
No? Okay.
I don't see it.
Going back, Rich UK, going back a bit, I would like to know what you guys thought about the end of Star Trek Enterprise. Never ended, did it? No.
The last episode was horrendous. The last episode was horrendous.
That last episode was a complete disaster. The rest of the 4th series is quite possibly the best season of Star Trek ever made, and then ruined by that last episode.
I wouldn't go with best Star Trek ever made. Oh, good God, I'm glad you ditched that.
Name me another season of Star Trek that was better than season 4 of Enterprise.
Okay, you know that
entire season.
Okay, entire season. Yeah, you know I can't just because of the Mirror Universe episode they threw in there, but you know.
Because this is the thing. It's from
season 2 of the original series.
The first episode of that season up until the last but 1 episode of that season, that was a run of fantastic.
Yeah, it was a fantastic run. Season 2 of the original series was.
There is no other. Now, even that, it's not a run that good. Because someone forgot to focus the camera. Anyway, Dave says Niagara was is the last. Niagara is the last one. Okay. Trek Cave, evening gentlemen. What's your thoughts on the rumoured build the Enterprise D part work that appeared in the Eagles survey as made it off the drawing board? Good or bad move by EM?
Sorry, the what?
They were going to do an Enterprise D that you build each week in bits, like they did with the all
the
other stuff.
DeLorean and
Yeah,
all the rest of
things
it.
like that.
So an unbelievably expensive
Expensive
Enterprise D
D.
that would just be
Yeah,
basically a clip together.
I'm
No,
kind of glad that didn't happen.
If that's what you really want, then look up a little company called Polar Lights.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because that's all you basically.
Polar Lights haven't done a big Enterprise D though. Yet.
It's still. Polar Lights into a D. No, a big D. They did a. Better big.
Polar Lights.
On the stand with the sound clipped in. Lit up.
Polar Lights.
Wasn't Polar Lights, was it? No. Who was it? They did the Enterprise. They did. They did the Enterprise A. They did the NX-01.
You mean Bandai?
Was it Bandai, the one that had the clip together stand? You clipped the thing together and the ship lit up.
Yeah.
Was that Bandai?
That's Bandai and it was pre-printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bandai stuff, which
I
I know.
like those.
Hideously expensive.
I like those. Those
Yeah,
really
well, they
nicely
had a
done.
license pulled because they allowed their ships to be built and to be sold outside of Japan. Yeah, because everybody just took one
They
look
were
and went, I want
beautiful.
those.
They
I
were
know,
really
I
nice.
have,
I've got a couple.
I have the 1701 refit. I've got the Enterprise E. I've got NX-01. I desperately want an A, but they're now going for
I've got the
£300
A.
a piece.
Yeah, he's nice.
So yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So why did I get that confused with Polar Lights?
I don't
What
know.
are the Polar Lights?
Polar Lights are the 1/350 scale.
Yeah,
the
oh,
really
yeah,
big,
yeah.
really big TOS Enterprise.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, my brain
And
blips sometimes.
they're
to
owned
time.
by Round 2, also own AMT, which is where things get confusing.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my brain just blipped. Yeah.
Schlar Beast, will Eagle Moss make a model of the Facerius from TOS? I've always wanted one. I think it's still on the list.
It's on there.
It's supposed to be happening at some point, but
Before the end of 160.
Let's see. Dave says he thinks seasons 4, 5 and 6 of DS9 are better than season 4 of Enterprise. I know how you feel on
Personal
DS9,
preference.
So, yeah.
No. I liked DS9. My problem was with the Dominion Wars. My problem wasn't with the show. It was with
We're
the
talking about season
storyline
4,
in the
5
show.
and 6 of DS9.
As I said, my problem was with one storyline.
The problem we've got there is that my favourite season of DS9 is season 7, and for a very dubious reason. History. Anyway, Dave responded to Trek Cave about the Enterprise D part work. They're not going to do it due to the negative response to the survey.
Yeah, because
No, it's just not a good idea.
no, I hate God. 300 quid version of the Enterprise. No, we've all got enough.
Valentine says, I agree DS9's last seasons were very good. Data Slam says, DS9 for the win. DS9 has been... It's amazing. DS9 is now winning surveys on which is the best Trek series.
Original then Voyager.
Considering
Original then Voyager.
the vicious response to Deep Space Nine when it first came out, which is actually more vicious than the response to TNG from some
But
people.
nowhere near as vicious as the one for Enterprise.
Yeah. And then there's you and the whole... I've watched Encounter at Farpoint. This will never last.
I was 10.
I don't care. You're never living it down.
I was 10 and it was like my third review for a magazine ever.
Sebastian Zelowski, I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong.
It's a very kind person.
New chap
Wants to know
wants to know NX refit.
why we're still on air. This
Yeah.
is meant to wrap up.
NX refit best Eagle Moss model so far. It was bloody good.
It was
The
good.
NX refit, and the fact
NX
that
refit
first
was
time I'd
amazing.
seen that thing in 3D and it looked
The
stunning.
first time they'd done
Why I won season 5.
first time they'd done a
Enterprise for that.
concept. That was the first concept piece,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah, it was nice.
Datasam says NX refit is definitely top 5. Datasam says I love all the large size releases. I still haven't seen images of the XLs to make me want them, because every time I see them, I see errors which at 50 quid a piece shouldn't be there. In my head. Maybe I'm strange. I don't know. I am strange.
He is.
Dave says more like £1,000 version. The survey suggested they could do an 80
Oh,
inch
the
model.
D.
Yeah, 80 inches.
It was going to be a grand.
Yeah, 80 inches. No, let's not.
No.
Let's not. Okay. Eve says, okay, I'll be honest.
It
a
would
recent-
break the internet. Us doing review videos of the next piece going into the ship. No.
I'm just going to position this piece slowly and insert it here.
That's what she proclaimed.
Tis what she proclaimeth. Will you get this right? Tis what she proclaimeth.
I sent you that link.
Oh
It's
no,
fine.
no, matron. Stop messing about. Anyway, Eve says, shut for a second. Okay, I'll be honest. I recently watched Voyager. It has some good moments, but I hate its ending and feel it was a flop as a show. In my opinion, season 7 should have been at them home and dealing with it.
The end was not good. I totally agree. I love your idea that season 7 should have just been them coming to grips with being back in the Delta Quadrant. Should have been the 8th season.
Alpha Quadrant.
Alpha Quadrant. What did I say?
Delta.
I meant Alpha.
You're well special.
Yeah, very special.
Valentine
He
says,
abuses me.
and if you think he doesn't deserve it, let us know. Oh look, there's no responses.
Careful also, get the doll and show where you touched me. It's here.
Valentine says, Voyager is felt very detached most of the time. I liked Lieutenant Barclay though.
That was a nice touch.
Yes.
But
How do we ground Voyager? We bring in a couple of people from
TNG. Yeah.
And then they thought I might do that with Enterprise, and that
No,
went
but
so
that
well.
sucked.
And
That's
no.
out. Yeah.
Dave was laughing his head off by the looks of things. Followed by the end was a fine episode. Just there was no resolution to the characters making it home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Sebastian says pronunciation was close enough. Good effort. Yeah, I feel guilty because so many people get my name wrong.
You should try having my last name.
Yeah, but being called 7 all the way through school, managed to get myself a nickname as Sven of 9 because of 3rd of 5, and then Voyager comes along.
Oh, just me. Oh, did we laugh?
Damn it.
Yeah. That was a great afternoon.
Shut
I nearly
up.
wet myself that afternoon.
Scorpion,
So
damn it,
funny.
and it's like, oh, they've introduced a character called 7 of 9. What? It's girl. What? It's an Amazonian blonde. Oh, good.
Amazonian. She's 4 foot nothing.
Jerry Ryan.
Well, she's not as tall as people think. It's all the shoes.
Well, yeah, true. She's coming to Destination Star Trek.
Yeah, I know.
Eve says, I feel something should have happened in season 6 which brought her home, and in season 7 of Voyager should have then been dealing with promotions or in backlash from things like Equinox and Omega Directive, and maybe Ensign Kim becoming not an ensign anymore.
Janeway should never have been made an admiral.
Don't get me started.
Just
Worst
saying.
part of Nemesis.
Should not be an admiral.
No. I got lost on my first mission and managed to get them back by doing some dubious things.
She didn't. Hang on. She
What are we
didn't
gonna
get
do?
them lost. She didn't get them lost.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She was the captain. It's her
did
fault.
not. Well, God, you're going to be blaming female drivers next? No.
That Romulan shit came out
Come
of
out
nowhere.
nowhere. Yeah. Let's wrap
That
this up,
planet
shall
came
we?
out of nowhere.
Let's wrap this up.
Right.
2 more questions.
Come on, quickly.
Okay, 2 more. So, who's next?
Right. Data Slam. I'm an unapologetic Voyager fan. Fair enough. More power to you. When Janeway says we're home, surrounded by the fleet, I cried. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Right.
I did.
What's the next question? What's the last question?
Voyager wasn't her first command, it was her first ship and not her first command. But the first thing she did with the ship was get it lost.
No, she didn't. God, what was the last little comment after that one? Because that one wasn't a question, it was a statement.
The Albertini was. And then Data Slam stuck his tongue out at us.
Okay. Right, well, guys, thank you very much for watching.
I think he wants to go to bed or
For
something.
those of you who have not unsubscribed, thank you.
Prometheus deserves a comeback.
Thank you very much for watching. You can continue to subscribe to us here on YouTube.
You
You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And of course, there is a Flickr account for lovely glossy images. Thank you for watching. And
It's
good
not from
night.
this episode because it would be his face. You don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants that.
What's the last thing?
80-inch Galaxy class. Tis what she proclaimeth. Door. Does Davey want to go bedtimes? Nice show. Keep up the good work. More Transformers. Stop now. Stop. Stop it. Stop.